Hello my friends, thanks for stopping by. I hope you're all having a great day. Today I thought I would do a date night get ready with me tutorial. So that is what I have done for you. It is a very casual look. We are going to a very nice restaurant. It's a casual restaurant, but they have excellent food. It's a little neighborhood place owned by a husband and wife. It's been around forever. And the food is just fabulous, and we love going there, and it's very close to home. So that's what we're going to do. So if you like this look, stick around. All right, we are going to get started. No, I am not naked. I just look like I am. But anyway, we are going to get started. Going to start with the eyes first, and I'm going to rearrange this piece of tape because it's driving me nuts. I'm using tape because I want a sharper angle. It is date night. All right, this is Laura Mercier. I'm not really going to go through everything I'm using. Of course, everything will be below for you. And this is a nice flesh tone. Just going to go ahead and put it all over my lid. Usually when I am doing something rose colored or pink toned, I will lean more towards a flesh color versus a white color. I think it helps the shadows stay a little warmer for me, and that just suits my eye and skin tone the best. And I think I am going to work with the Tartelette in Bloom. I haven't used this for quite a while. It has a nice assortment of mattes. I may tie in one or two colors from the Anastasia Renaissance. So I will let you know what I'm using as I go along. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to pick up Flower Child, which is right there. And I just have a fluffy brush with that, and I am going to go ahead and just place it all on the whole eye. And of course you won't see the other eye. Okay, so I have my base color on. I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush, and I think I'm going to pick up Sweetheart. Do I want Sweetheart or Smarty Pants? I'm going to go in with Sweetheart. Okay, so Sweetheart is a pale pinky rose. I'm going to pick that up, and I do think that there's a lot of kick up, dust, fallout, whatever you want to call it, with these shadows, but I always do, when I'm using these, I always do my foundation concealer last. So I'm just sculpting out a crease for myself. Again, flying by the seat of my pants with what I'm going to do. I am wearing, I know I'm wearing black slacks, and I'm not sure if I'm wearing a black top or a chartreuse. No, that would be green. Oh, I can't remember what the light denim is called. Anyway, I'm sure many of you know exactly what I'm talking about. So again, just sculpting out and going right to the edge of the tape, leaving the lid with the neutral shade. Okay, so that's what it looks like. And you can build this up as much as you like on date night. I go a little risque for my man. You know, he likes that. Lou never complains about the makeup I wear. He never, ever says anything negative about that. He always says, you look nice. He actually is one of those men that really likes the fact that I take care of myself, because I like the fact that he will take care of himself. And I know there are many women in the world who have men who will not let them wear makeup. I just cannot imagine that, my friends. I cannot imagine it. And they just hate it so much. I think in my past, in my past, I have known women that have been with men like that, and or still are with men like that. So you'll notice that I'm really just taking this little bits at a time and building it up, and then I'm going to just feather it up lightly, lifting up my brow bone, and I think you can actually see that when you look at it, okay? So I'm going to do my other eye. Same thing, my friends, same thing. Okay, so I have done both of the eyes with the Sweetheart. Now I think I'm going to go in and I may pick up a little bit of Smarty Pants, which is a beigeier tone of the rose, just to tone it a little bit. And I'm just going to sweep in the crease only, and this is just to help the transition of any other color that I might choose to use. Now I think, let me see what Rebel looks like here. Now Rebel is more brown than I want. Okay, we're gonna go into the Anastasia. I try to stay with one palette, but sometimes, my friend, I just have to be realistic, and it's not doable. It's just not. I need to pick up another color that might be beautiful. So I'm going to pick up first Brun Fresco in the Anastasia, and it is a rose tone. And I'm gonna go ahead and just put that in the lower part of the crease. And I'm working in very, very light strokes. And this one is coming more towards the lid, lower than the color we just put before, okay? Okay, so I have put that color, and I just wanted to show you, I stay right, there's the crease, I stay right below it, but I'm not sweeping it over the whole lid. It looks like I am. So now I think I'm gonna go in with Antique Bronze, Antique Bronze. And I'm sticking with the same brush too. Just tap a little bit of that off, and now I'm just going to work that into the outer part, picking up very small amounts of it and building it up. And I am going right over the edge of the tape. So it's all starting to come together now. Other eye. I'm going to go in with my Bdellium, and I'm just going to sweep along the edge here just to clean up what might have sprayed, because sometimes when we're going back and forth you get a little kick up on the eye also. Okay, so I can't wear the two reds in here, so I think I'm going to go back to the Tartelette palette now, and I am going to just pick up a bit of that. It's called Leader. Or maybe I want Activist. Oh no, that's much too dark for me. Let me see Leader. Yes, I'm gonna pick up Leader. It's kind of it's a burgundy wine. It's really a pretty shade. I'm gonna pick that up just on the tip of this brush. And again, I'm going to go ahead and tap it off. And I'm gonna focus that just in the outer corner. Pick up a little bit more and build that up. Notice I'm staying right in the quarter of the outer eye. And I am going right over the tape because I want that to show in my harsh line, the line that you're left with at the end. And I'm just building this up until I get it where I want it. Working in a small V, lifting it just up slightly on the corner, not a lot. Okay, so that is the base of my eye. So I'm going to go ahead and take the tape off, and the tape I did touch on my hand before I took it, put it on my face, so it releases easier. And if you hold your face like this, you don't pull as much, okay? But the tape does not hurt at all. I'm gonna go in with my Algenist Pore Corrector Anti-Aging Primer. You know I love this. I do try others, but I love this one, so I stick with it. And I focus it mostly in my T-zone area because tonight I want to put a little bit of glow, and because I have that tape on, there's not anything underneath my eyes. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I've been using this and I do like it. I just want to add a little bit of glow, but this one doesn't really address the pores like the Algenist does. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to take a small amount of it, and I'm really just going to go in all the areas that I want a little bit of glow, extra glow. It doesn't really add a whole lot, but I feel better doing it, so why not? All right, so now I am going to mix two foundations because I do like this foundation, the Luxe Liquid Foundation by Glow Minerals, but the shade is just a hair light for me. So I'm going to just put a touch of my Warm Sand of the Touche Éclat Le Tint, and this is the Radiance Foundation. So I'm actually going to pump out 1.5 pumps of this one, the Glow, and then I'm going to go ahead and put a half a pump of my YSL in there, and then I'm just going to take my finger and I'm going to mix them up And this just helps to warm that foundation up. It may be okay for me in the winter, and I don't even tan my skin, but you know, when you're out and about, you still get a little color. So I'm going to go ahead and just sweep it on, and then I'm going to take my sponge, and I'm using the Beauty Junkie sponge, and I'm going to pick up whatever's left on my hand, and I'm just going to start pouncing. And I do like a pouncing action with my Beauty Blenders, Real Technique sponge, L'Oreal sponge, whichever one I'm using. I just find that the pouncing leaves a very beautiful finish on the skin. All right, so there's my foundation, and I'm going to go ahead. Now, I didn't really bring it up under the eyes too much, but a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and try. Well, you know, I did buy something new, and I wanted to give it a try. I'm going to, you know what, I'm going to stick with the Osmosis because I didn't use it the right way the other day, and I want to be able to give you all a really good opinion of it. And this one here, it has a little bit of gel, and I just tap that underneath, and that just adds a little extra moisture. And it works well for me because, you know, I have pretty dry eyes. Now, if you have oily eyelids or oily under eyes, it may not work for you, but I do like it. So we're going to go ahead, and because this is just a hair too light also, I'm going to go ahead and put that below where my puffs are. And then I'm going to try this new one here. I might be making a big old mistake here, but I bought this Maybelline Master Concealer, and it has a little more color to it, so I'm going to put that just above. And then I need a little more on that eye. Then we will work it up to see if it helps that color just a little bit, okay? Because this Osmosis is a very sheer concealer for me. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and start working that and see if it helps it, and it does. It helps tone it right down. Because I don't, as an aging woman, this is me, I'm not saying that it's right or wrong for anyone else. I don't like that brightness under my eyes. I think it's aging for me. Okay, so I like to have it warmed up a little bit. And because I do have puffiness underneath my eyes, putting a bright color under there does not do me any good. It actually accentuates it and makes it worse. Okay, so there we have it. That does work much better, okay? So now I'm going to go ahead with my RMS powder that I'm trying to finish up and I've been using as my under eye. And I'm just going to pick some up on the Beauty Blender. I'm going to go ahead and tap out to make sure there are no wrinkles or creases forming. Well, they're already there, but filling in, you know what I mean. And then I'm going to just tap this along. And this is so finely milled, I find that it really is working well with a concealer. It doesn't cake. I really like it. So that is the powder that I use around my eyes right now. I still like the Laura Mercier Translucent, but I am finding that this one here, and I have it in the color, it's the RMS Tinted Unpowder, and I have 2-3. So again, it tones that down. Now if you're somebody who has darkness, you may want to try just their regular powder. But I did do the tinted because I think it looks better for me. So on the rest of the face, I'm going to go ahead with my La Prairie. I love it. It's probably my most favorite powder. And I'm just going to pick some up on my Beauty Junkie. And I'm going to go ahead and just tap it on the rest of my face. You can use a brush. But I find I like the Beauty Blender or the Beauty Junkie just as much as a brush. So I just pack it on. And then I'll take my brush and lightly sweep over it. And I think you can control what you're putting on because it's only putting on what you need, and then it pretty much disappears. All right, so that is that. You can see it leaves a really nice finish. So Real Techniques powder brush, and I'm going to go ahead and just sweep any excess powder off of my face because I don't need a lot, including underneath the eyes. Okay, so now we're going to work under the eyes a little bit. I'm just going to grab a dome-like brush, and I'm going to pick up the Sweetheart color, which was the light rose shade. and I'm going to tap that off, and I'm just going to build that up underneath the eye and join it up to the corner where I have my tape line. Okay, so I just have the light rose, and now I think I'm going to take a little bit of that Smarty Pants, which was the caramely color, and I'm just going to go over that just to tone it down some. I don't want the underneath of my eyes to be super strong. I want the focus of my shadow to be on the upper part of the eye, but I am going to take some of that leader, which was the deep, deep tone, and I'm just going to soften out the edge here where the colors change and meet it with the top part where the tape is. I don't even know if I just made sense there, but what I did is because that you have the harsh line, if you take a little bit of that and you just follow, you can soften that line right out and blend it all together, okay? So I am going to take another brush. I'm going to take the Bdellium. Now I'm going to sweep underneath my eyes, and I'm just going to lightly sweep up on that line just to soften it. And you can also use the Beauty Blender if you don't get it exactly blended down the way you want, okay? So that is pretty much the eye look. Gonna take this and I'm just gonna soften. And how I do this, remember, light pressure, because we don't really want to wipe the color away. We just want to soften any lines that may be there that our old eyes cannot see, because everybody else's young eyes are going to be looking at us and they're going to be able to see it, okay? I'm trying to find organic products that are really good, and unfortunately the really good ones can be a little more expensive, but if it really means that much to your heart, you have to pick and choose, and you have to decide whether you want to invest in a good product or a mediocre, because some are bad and some are really good, and that's the same for drugstore, that's the same for high-end, mid-range. It does not matter. We have good and bad in everything in life. But I did get some Eminence. This is it's a cosmetic skincare line. I've never tried any of this. This is a mineral bronzer, and this one is in Mocha Berry Bronzer. So I thought I would go ahead and give it a try, and it comes, the container is like this, and you slide the top off, but that's what the bronzer looks like. So I'm going to give this a try. Now, I don't really know how this is going to work for me. It could be a hot mess because I've not tried this, and I'm looking for a certain brush here, and here it is. So I'm going to give it a shot, and I'm going to start with my MAC 137 brush because this one here is light and it'll pick up a light amount. I don't know how concentrated this is, but we're going to go for it and see. So I'm going to go ahead and start bronzing here. Oh, it's not too bad. We can soften it out, and then I'm just going to flare it around. Now, I don't come real close here because then you kind of close it off because we lose volume here as it is, but I do take it right back into my hairline. I'm going to pick up a little bit more, and then I'm going to do my forehead. Now, for my face shape, I really don't do here. I just here, and then of course you can go ahead and add some to the neck so that your face and your neck blend. It's a pretty color, a very pretty color. Okay, so that is the bronzer. It's not bad. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just soften it up here. Sweep it over my eyes because that helps to just marry everything together. So not bad. Let me show you what the color of that is on my hand. Okay, and then we'll give it a little... So that's the color that you're getting with this, and then of course when you blend it down, you're left with what's on my face, okay? Not bad, not bad at all. Now this one here is this is a Chai Berry Glow, and this is the light to medium skin, and it's called Chai Berry, and I thought, okay, I can use this as my blush and my highlighter. It's a pretty color. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's see, which brush? Let's use a fan brush just to see what it's like. So we're gonna use a fan brush, and I'll pick it up. It does pick up quite a bit, so I'm gonna tap it off. There's a lot of kick up when you tap off, a lot comes off. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it to the tops of my cheek. It does have a nice subtle glow to it. I have to look in the mirror to see if I see any glitter, okay? Because we don't want any glitter, so let me check. No glitter, I don't see any glitter. I'm just gonna soften it slightly together. And then I might need a little more of the blush. So we're just gonna sweep some of that on. And I'm gonna take a little bit on my lid. Okay, not bad. Not bad, my friends. I wish I could see them in person in a tester unit to know what they all look like, but I had to do it online. Okay, so now we need to do my eyebrows. I know a lot of you like, well, let's do this first. Let's do our tight lining, and no surprise here, Via. I just love it. And for date night, I always tight line the eyes. Okay, so I've tight lined the eyes, and now you're looking at me saying, woman, put on your brows, and I'm going to right now. I'm going to put my brows on. Okay, so my brows are on. Before I go any further, I am going to use this Jane Iredale, and this is brand new for me, and this is, gotta get my zoom lens, this is the hydration spray. I like this. I liked it. I used it earlier this afternoon when I was on date night. I shower, wash my hair, I do everything fresh. But anyway, I used it and I just loved it. So let's see how much I love it now. Okay. All right, so we're gonna let that dry down a minute. Chit-chatting, too much chit-chatting. All right, so I'm gonna do my lips. And for lips, I did buy this new lipstick, but I think it's gonna be, it's by Revlon, but I think it's gonna be too blue pink. That's the color of it. And it is called Bare Affair, and they were just putting the unit out when I bought it. And that's what it looks like. It might be okay for me, it might not. Maybe I will do, you know what, I'm gonna do two, but, because I planned on wearing Spanish pink, but I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a little something special, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna use the lip liner by Laura Mercier, and this is hazelnut tea. That's the hazelnut tea, and I filled it in. Now, someone asked in my last video, why fill your lips in? I fill my lips in because, for one, it helps to give me a new tone to a lipstick that may be too blue. And for me, it also helps this lipstick last. Now, if you don't want to change the color of your lipstick, it's important to find a liner that's almost the same. So we're going to go ahead and try this liner, this lipstick, Bare Affair. It's not bad. Okay, so that's the Bare Affair. Once I put my mascara on, my eyes will pop. But I am going to take a little bit of the Spanish pink over it. Yeah, I like that better. It just gives it a little more life, okay? So now I'm gonna do my mascara and I will be right back. All right, my friends, I am back. I have taken my hair out of the rollers. I have put my clothes on, and I thought I would also share with you, first let me tell you the mascara I used is the new mascara by L'Oreal. I found it in Blackest Brown, but it's still a little more black than brown. And I thought I would share my fragrance with you tonight. It is going to be the Elizabeth James, and this is the Nirvana Bourbon. I love this fragrance, and so does Louis. Put a little bit down there, because you know it's date night. All right, so that is it. I hope you enjoyed this. And I think what I'll do is when Lou and I are ready to leave, maybe I'll have him take a couple of pictures, because I think this top is really cute and many of you would like it. Chambray. Chambray is the word I was looking for. I just think it's really, I put it on, I hadn't shown it to Lou. I'm gonna put a little necklace on too. I hadn't shown it to Lou, and I came out of my dressing closet and he said, wow, I like that top a lot. And I said, I do too, thank you. But anyway, it is, it's really cute. Its sleeves are cute. And it's very flowy, which I like. It's long, it covers the butt. And I have on a pair of black, very fitted jeans with it. Remember, when I wear very fitted, I do the tops in a loose. So I will try to take some pictures and let you see them. Okay? See the whole outfit. Because my shoes, I'll show you my shoes. And if I can find something similar to these, I'll put them below for you. But these are by Cole Haan. And they're just a slingback type of peep toe. And I love them. I've had them for a couple of years. And I love the chunky heel on them. They're so much easier to walk in than stilettos. And I know stilettos, you need them too. But for casual date night, these are really nice. So if I can find something that's similar, I will link them below for you. That's it. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget, subscribe. We're anti-aging here. Be happy, healthy, beautiful, and most of all, my friends, lovable. I love you all. Bisous.